And we back. Welcome back to another episode of the Get Buckets podcast, powered by Hardwoodding Basketball. I'm your host, Musa Marathi. We're here for the 11th grade rankings. Now, for this rankings, I will not be including myself. I am a junior in high school now, but I was like, I shouldn't have myself in it, just to hopefully keep it as unbiased as possible. Not gonna lie, this probably was the toughest list, since I've just been playing against these guys for, forever, basically at this point. But to start it off, I do have two honorable mentions, and that is DJ Kelly from Eastside High School and Ryland Jones from Riverside. DJ Kelly, like I've said before, a natural point guard at this point, man, can really just control the offense a lot better than in past years, and is a lefty. I show respect to the lefties out there. Great going left, finishing at the rim. He's gotten better at for sure, and just a solid all around player in general. Ryland Jones from Riverside. No, he has a lot on his plate this year. He is teammates with Mikey Williams, who was in my freshman rankings. But other than that, Julian Naturbe is injured. He does have shooter Drew Cannon on his team, but he does have a lot on his plate, and I had to add him on here just simply the fact that even though they aren't doing as well this season, he's still a solid player for sure. But starting off the real list now, number 10, I have Dre Huff from Woodmont High School. Dre Huff, a solid point guard out here in the Greenville area. He does play with guys such as Wes Kellett, Kelvin Johnson, who I've discussed in other episodes. But Dre Huff, solid shooter. He's gotten better at getting to the rim. Pretty quick guard. He was unable to play a few games just because of some issues on the court. But that's neither here nor there. Overall, great player, man. And best of luck to Woodmont High School. He does play with 1SC and AAU, or he did at least last season. Number 9, I have Kamari Spurgeon from Hillcrest High School. Now, Kamari, man, earlier this season he was able to get all tournament at Hillcrest Thanksgiving tournament. And, after that, I definitely seen an improvement in his game since last year. I always feel like he had a unique style of play. It was kind of nonchalant, but it's fun to watch for sure. He can shoot really well and can handle the ball as well. I definitely see him getting better in the future and just building that up. Didn't want to put him too much higher than 9, though, just because he is playing with guys such as Chavis, Izzy, and Caden. So, he does have a good amount of help, but the team is doing well, and he is a part of it. So, good luck to Hillcrest in their future and Kamari Spurgeon. Number 8, I have Braden Lights. Man, Braden Lights has definitely been making his name more known this season, as this team is much better than last year. And although they do have guys like Amari Anderson, he is a big factor in why they're doing so well. Solid, bigger, stronger point guard. Not super tall, but just a stockier point guard. Can make a solid playmaker. Can shoot a little bit. Best at going downhill, though, for sure. He plays with Coach Ron White's team, KST, and he's definitely gotten revitalized his career since the Team 200 days and making his presence known. He did get all tournament at the this past week at the Greer Christmas tournament. And shout out to Greer for winning that as well. That was definitely a tough tournament, man. They were able to beat the San Jose team. So congrats to Braden Lights and good luck to the Greer High School. Number 7, I have Katie Owens from Wade Hampton High School. Another lefty. He also plays with KST. Coach Ron does have some talent on that 11th grade roster for sure. But Katie Owens, man, another guy that's great at getting downhill, solid defender. Honestly, with the help of guys like Nikel and Coop, I feel like he makes his presence known on the defensive end for his team because he's able to provide a lot more energy on that side of the ball. He is, I believe, the point guard, but I feel like naturally he is more of a shooting guard and just plays a lot better off the ball. But overall, it's always great to work on your point guard skills, and I think he's definitely getting better and just doing a solid job overall. So wanted to shout out Katie Owens and good luck to Wade Hampton in their future this season. Good luck in region. Number 6, I have Matthew Roberts from Eastside High School. Now, Matthew Roberts, talked about him a good amount, the swing man to Justin Ray. You know, at one point I was calling him like the Chris Middleton to Justin Ray, but it gives off a little bit of Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown vibes to me, Great shooter, great at getting to his spots, solid midi shooter. I've watched him play 2 times at this point, and, he can shoot that ball for sure, man. Already has an offer from Erskine College and definitely been getting better in the past couple years. Also has a stronger body and stronger build, so that definitely helps him getting to the basket and all that. So shout out to Matthew and good luck to Eastside. Definitely gonna have to come watch y'all play against Wade Hampton again though. That should be fun. So KD, Matthew, I need that rivalry, man. Matthew actually plays with, at least his past summer, he played with Next Level Elite, and we don't know. I wonder who will go to this year. But yeah, played for Next Level and the Phenoms, which is like his school team kind of. But number 5, I have DJ Harvey from Christchurch Episcopal or Christchurch High School. He does have the luxury of playing with Jordan Butler, and actually played with Jordan Butler over the AAU time with the Puma team, the 1-of-1 LaMelo Ball's AAU team. So he does play at the most highest level for sure. He plays at a high level since he was young. Since the Team 200 days, man, he's been playing at a high level. I actually was able to play with him his freshman year after he won the championship at Christchurch on Team SC. So I know this man's talent. Solid defender, can shoot the ball, can get to the rim. He was kind of having a bit of a rough start this season, but I think he had a bit, just some minor injuries here and there, but starting to get it together. Still a great leader for their team, and had to put him here. Already the only one on this list with a high school championship, so couldn't put him lower, man. Easy top 5 for sure. DJ, solid build, solid guard, man. Overall, great guard. But shout out to DJ Harvey, and good luck to Christchurch in the rest of their season. I need them to go get that 1A championship. Come on, Jordan, live up to that. Live up to that, John Butler. Number 4, I have Braden Hirschberger from Malden High School. Now I wanted to put Braden at 4. Even though DJ does have a championship, I had to put Braden at 4. He also played with Ron White's KST team this past spring/summer. So, like I said, they got a lot of talent, and Braden carrying a pretty solid load over at Malden High School. I did mention Nate Wilburn and guys like Alvarez in the freshman list, but overall, it is Braden's team, and he is carrying quite a large role on the team, averaging about 15.5 points a game, and just really having to, it is 5A basketball, so he is playing some solid talent, and they are about 500 at this point, so he's leading the team to a solid record, even without guys like Caleb and Drake Downs and all the other seniors that they lost from last year. So shout out to Braden Hirschberger, and good luck on the rest of his season and Malden Mavericks overall. Number 3, now this is unbiased because, I do play with him. I have Jack Pfister. Now, Jack Pfister, he had a decent season last year, probably averaged about 9-9. But, I did mention him in my breakout players list. And right now he's averaging about 20-10, and just a key contributor to GMC's success when we do win, and just having the defense have to deal with him. Probably one of the best big men in the area. I've had the luxury to play with him for the past 4 or 5 years at this point, and the progression has just been unmatched, man. He's definitely gotten better at using his body and just being more aggressive overall. So I had to mention Jack Pfister. He does also play with Team South Carolina in the springtime. At least he has for the past 2 years. But another really solid big man. Actually, the first big man in this lineup. But I had to mention him just based off of the load he carries on GMC and the stats. They talk it best, man. He also is able to get all tournament at the Greer Christmas tournament this past week. Also, shout out to DJ Harvey. He also did get all tournament at the Christmas tournament this past week. Where I'm not exactly sure which one it was, but I know him and Jordan Butler were able to get it. So shout out to that. But moving to number 2, I have Julian Iturbe. Now, Julian, hasn't played all season. With after that knee injury, he has been unable to be on the court with Riverside, which I feel is really the main reason holding them back. I talked to Rylan in the summer, and he was just talking about how Julian, he basically carried them. He said he kind of carried them, and just he was doing really well in the summer. And I'm not surprised. He played with Team Curry. Didn't have the best years last year, but they did have guys like Don, Elijah, Pharrell, of course. They had solid pieces, so he didn't really need to do as well anyway. They still were a great team. But this year, I knew he was going to do something special. And although we haven't gotten to see it, I couldn't put him lower than 2. Just a big body, can shoot, can finish at the rim. He's gotten better at defense. And he's playing at the highest level, man, especially in AAU. He's playing at one of the highest levels, Under Armour circuit. And big guard at this point, man. 6'6", 6'6" guard. So shout out to Julian Iturbe. Many blessings on your injury. Hopefully you heal soon, and can't wait to see you on that court. Good luck to Julian Iturbe and Riverside season. Also, shout out to he does have an offer from Western Carolina, I believe, and he's more to come for sure. But that leads us to the number 1 spot in this rankings list, and I have Justin Ray from Eastside High School. Justin Ray, man, just a solid talent, all-state last year as a sophomore. Played with Upward in AAU this past year, keeping it consistent. Played with Julian a couple years back with Upward. So, he has the talent himself, though. Very athletic. Like I said, the leader of Eastside's team. A lot of the defenses key up on him, and he still is able to score at will, averaging about 21 points a game this season, and just being more aggressive. He does. I like to see that he does trust his teammates, always willing to give it to Matthew or DJ, and just a solid talent for sure. Very athletic, can shoot the ball, but definitely becoming a little bit more of an off-ball player. I know I feel like last year he was very much on ball, but slowly becoming more of an off-ball presence, and that's always good to see. Has offers, one from Upward. I believe he also has that Western Carolina offer. So, good luck to Justin Ray and the Eastside team as they enter region. But yes, that will conclude the 11th grade rankings. Like I said, this was probably the toughest one. I play against all these guys, man, and I've steadily seen their increase over the past couple of years. So I just wanted to come on here and talk about it. That's all Get Buckets is here for, man. Just to keep y'all updated and celebrate people when they're doing well. I don't want to just keep it negative on here. Got to celebrate the guys when they're doing well. So, but that's going to conclude this episode of the Get Buckets podcast. And stay tuned for the seniors coming out tomorrow. So this should be out on the day after Christmas. So stay tuned, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.